Would you agree that your future can be, well, kind of scary sometimes? Well, that's why I'm here. I'm not going to ghost you. I know, boo, right? I'm not going to ghost you. We're going to get this week's tarot reading and tarot message out for you. This is for all signs, and it is for the week of October 30th through November. Oh my goodness, November the 5th. We are in November already, my friends. But this is going to be a big week. We have Halloween coming up. We just had another eclipse and a full moon. Many things are going to be revealed. So here we go. We're going to lay out the cards and we're going to see what is going on for you. Now, we've had this card twice today in other readings that I've had, and it makes a lot of sense. All right, so we've got the Five of Wands, which is a fire element. We have the Eight of Swords, which is an air element. And then we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords, and I'm going to move the pumpkin a bit. Queen of Swords, which is another air element, and the Knight of Cups. You know, this all makes sense. I'm going to put the deck to the side, and then I have another deck. We're going to confirm some things. It looks as though you're going to be starting out this week still bringing a little bit of conflict from you from last week, and maybe even a week, or maybe even a little longer. But you're trying to get your point across, and this has been very tough for you. But I want you to know something. You see this person coming in with this wand. Now again, fire element. This wand coming in, and you see at the end of the wand, things are sprouting. Opportunity is coming, but look, this guy is a focal point. The attention is on him, and I believe that's what you're doing. You're coming in at the last minute, and you're going to be resolving things. What has been a result of this is, well, this Eight of Swords. And I think communication has a lot to do with the conflict. It's not physical, but this communication means that you just feel like you're tied down, that you're, well, imprisoned in a particular situation, that you've been set aside, that you've been, well, feeling like you've just been held back, delayed. You feel like you've been just tied up in everything. But don't forget, you see, these swords don't go all the way around, and this person can easily walk through. This water coming through is saying that, well, things are still flowing. Life is still going on. Don't miss it. Don't get caught up with the rhetoric, and don't get caught up with these swords around you, feeling as though, well, you've got to still pay attention to the chaos. Move away from the chaos. And here's what happens when you do. You have a new emotional beginning. This Ace of Cups is telling me very, very clearly this benevolent hand is coming out where your cup is just going to run over. Your cuppeth runneth overeth, right? Well, there's peace. And you see this dove is coming through. There's going to be peace. Yes, you're going to have memories, but you see the waters are still. They're calm. Now is your time. This is a new beginning and a new chapter. And I'm going to say you're going to feel that long about this coming Wednesday. Then what happens is you take control. With this Queen of Swords, you now dictate what battles you want to choose, what you want to get involved with, what communication you can have, what you don't want to have. But you see this sweet little hand that this queen has means that, well, first of all, her sword is upright, and the sword is two-edged. Remember, a two-edged sword can cut both ways. But this hand coming out is a benevolent hand, meaning she's ready to negotiate. If someone wants to come to you and act like somebody, you know what they say. If you want to come here and act like somebody, right? You know what I'm talking about. Then you're more than happy because you're very amicable. You're logic and you're level-headed. And that's what this Queen of Swords, neither male nor female, but it's the energy that's wrapped around this because you can definitely negotiate what needs to be negotiated, and you don't have to go through this conflict that you started out with. What happens after that? This Knight of Cups. You know, the Knights are action cards. The Knights put things into motion. And once you get all this settled and this new beginning started, this Knight comes forward with a cup of peace. Isn't that amazing? We have this cup with the dove on the top, and then this cup with the peace. I love it because this is an emotional new beginning. It's also a heartfelt and many, I mean, it's just going to be a great coming to the end of this coming week. Now, let's get a confirmation card, and then I want to tell you about something else that's going to be very significant for you coming for this week. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Oops, there was a card that came out here, and we're just going to take it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, how I do love that. You can tell the excitement in my voice. You've got the world in your hand. You're making a decision as to where you want to go. So get all this junk behind you this week. Celebrate going into the end of the week because you've overcome with your wisdom, understanding, and your good gut instinct. This fire element also tells us that there's opportunity. And look, a wand has been chosen. There were 2 wands. You're going to have some decisions to make, but you see this wand, he's holding up here because it is a choice. He's looking out at the vast world. He's looking out to make sure that he knows what direction he wants to go. And this necessarily isn't going to be left behind, but it definitely was, I'm going to say, a difficult choice for this person, and it will be for you too. But here's the key. You see that world? There is the world. You can do anything that you want as long as you set your mind to it. This is how you're going to end up your week. Deciding exactly what direction you want to go and what your future is going to be. Hallelujah for you. I love that message. Now I want to tell you something that happened this past Saturday on the 28th. It was a full moon and a lunar eclipse. That lunar eclipse and a full moon shines a whole new light on the subject. Believe me, things will be illuminated. Things will come to light. You will be able to push back the rhetoric and the fog, and you're going to be able to see situations just like they are supposed to be seen. Hidden things will come into view and revelations will happen. Now, I'm going to also say this is good for world events because I think you're going to see some truth come out. You're going to see some things politically that are just maybe even shocking. We're going to still have some weather things, and we're praying for all of those who are involved in conflict today. But I'm also going to say that this time is preparing us for a new time. No, it is not the end of the world. No, it is not. Armageddon is not that time. But it is time for us to, in some ways, in many ways, to wake up, look around us, and see exactly where we want to go. And that is what this world card has to show us. So I want to thank you for being here with me today. And do me a favor, don't ghost me. Come on over to Psychic Secrets. Say hello, read my bio. I'm at extension 11. And you can read the blog. Boy, I love that blog. Come on over, read. You're going to love that. You can find me on social media. I'm Psychic Zelda Kelly. And don't be spooked by this. Have a happy Halloween if you celebrate. Be safe, be aware. I love you, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.